So, good morning, everyone. I am Bhumi Goyal, your host for today, on behalf of the SEMS Welfare Foundation. Extend a warm and a heartfelt welcome to each one of you for today's insightful session on the topic Talk Like a Pro. So, absolutely, speaking like a pro means being clear, confident, concise while projecting credibility. At SEMS Welfare Foundation, our core mission is rooted in empowering lives through access, awareness, and action. Whether through initiatives like Digi Samaksh, Femlets, or various grassroots efforts, we are committed to dismantling societal barriers, uplifting communities, and promoting gender equality and employability across India. This session collaboratively has been organized with SEMS Web Solution, which is a dynamic and innovative enterprise dedicated to transforming the way the businesses and individuals achieve their goals across staffing, skilling, and advisory services. Founded with a vision to bridge the gaps with talents, technology, education, SEMS Web Solution is committed to deliver exceptional values to our clients through integrated, customized, and forward thinking solutions. At SEMS Web Solutions, we just do not deliver services, we create pathways to success. So today, we are truly honored to welcome a speaker whose vision and work truly resonate with the goals of the sessions and the values we uphold. So it gives me immense pleasure to introduce Coach Najma Sharif, who is a career alchemist. She helps ambitious professionals break barriers, elevate their earnings, and build a powerful personal brand through their proven strategies. With great honor and enthusiasm, I now invite Coach Najma Sharif to take the virtual stage and share her valuable insights with us. Over to you, ma'am.
Hi everyone. Hi, thank you, Bhumi. Thank you so much for lovely introduction. Hi, Lakshmi ma'am. Yes, a warm welcome and good evening, everyone present here. I would appreciate if you please turn on your camera so that I can see your beautiful face as well. Okay, thank you for taking the time out and coming to this wonderful session. So, as you all know, with the introduction, today's topic is talk like a professional. How you can uh, improvise or present yourself in a better way with your communication skills. As a communication expert and career transformation coach, I am Najma Shariff presenting you today this session. All right. So, everyone excited? Are you all excited? Give me a yes in the chat.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So, before even I begin, I want to know like how many of you here are not that enthusiastic when it comes to speaking with in a public platform. You feel scared, you feel shy, or you feel that nervousness. If you're feeling, it's okay, it's absolutely normal. Everybody, all the experts was once a beginner. Initially even I was very very scared. I used to feel chills down the spine whenever someone asked me to talk in front of people. Yes. Thank you. Rename yourself, please. I see only numeric numbers, IFLCU, whatever your name is. Kindly rename. Yes. Hi, Subhash, Alfia, Komal, Mohammed, Sumaya, Karthik. Hi, everyone. So, you are all excited. I hope you are all excited. That's why you have taken the time out and you have come here. So, wonderful. Let's begin today's session. Yes, as I cannot see the chat box, someone should check the chat box and let me know the message. Okay. All right. So today's is about talk like a pro. So mastering confident and impactful communication. So I am helping you in speaking with clarity, confidence, and influence. So whenever you are presenting your speech, so people mumble, jumble, or they go blank in their brain, thinking that they cannot talk more effectively. All right. So we will overcome this challenge today. Let us quickly begin. Okay. So, what we can expect in today's session? First of all, a warm welcome and thank you for joining. So, today's focus is on how to communicate professionally and confidently, why mastering communication is a career game changer. So, everybody wants to speak more effectively. What is the purpose of that? Major purpose is to get ahead in our career, right? Everybody wants to speak effectively in presentations, in your interviews. And even if there is a negotiation with the manager regarding your salary, remuneration, or any such thing, you need to put across your thoughts in a more effective and with confidence. So, this is our whole purpose of being a confident speaker and building our communication. Yes or no? All right. Yes. So, my story, how professional communication changed my career. Okay. So earlier, as I mentioned, that even I used to feel the nervousness, the chills whenever I went on stage. However, I conquered it on my own. There was not much professional help available. But that is not the scenario today. Today, there are number of coaches available, including me, who can help you, guide you how to overcome the fearfulness, how to overcome hesitation while talking, or what do you say, whenever you feel lack of words, or you're missing the flow, or you're not able to connect with the audience. So all these barriers, how you can overcome. So initially when I started, so strong skills but struggled with being heard. Okay, I was not able to make effective pointers. So, turning point was when I learned to craft clear and confident messages. I started practicing writing my speeches, then practicing delivering the message across correct. So, that is when I won projects, earned promotions, and also gained immense respect and appreciation. So, who are all want to be a confident speaker in today's session who have got gathered? How many of you want to be that confident speaker that one day, yes, definitely I want to present my ideas thoroughly across so that the audience get captivated? How many of you here want to do that? Yes, 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 Bhumi, yes. Good. Yes, you can put your virtual hand so that I can see. Yes. Only Bhumi, Jyoti, others? Okay. Great. Good to know that you are all want to be confident speakers. So, first of all, why we need to talk like a pro, that is a professional. So, first is advance your career through clear, compelling communication, lead and influence with confidence, then build trust and strong relationships, then inspire your actions, open doors for opportunities, or rather, create your own opportunities. Okay. So open the doors for promotion. Anyone who is little hesitant to talk, I meet a lot of people day in day out. Major challenge they face is they cannot put across their thoughts in a more effective manner. All they feel is, somewhere they have that hesitation, they have that fear of not that they cannot talk, fear of being judged. How many of you here feel that if you try to speak, people will laugh? People will laugh. Suddenly, all the eyes are on you. You are on the spotlight, and suddenly you feel you become so nervous that you forget what you wanted to talk. Is this your challenge? Yes. Then definitely you can overcome all this by just doing the practice. We will tell what all the things we need to imply. First, let us take you through this. Okay. So, what you are going to learn today? Key elements of professional communication. This is point number one. Techniques how to organize and express your thoughts clearly. Okay. Now, what is the basic purpose of communication? Now, let us say if I want to describe an apple, I want to describe an apple, I have to describe it in such way that you also understand it is an apple. Rather, I am describing it. However, your understanding is you are making it an image of an orange. That is what we call it as miscommunication. So miscommunication will lead to misunderstandings. Yes or no? Misunderstandings will lead to lot of chaos in relationship, in work, right? It leads to disputes as well. So, to avoid everything, you have to put across your thoughts in a more effective manner where what you want to tell, you have to right choice of words and proper framing of sentences should be accurate so that the person understand what you want to say. And additionally, how okay, in most of the previous sessions also I mentioned what you speak is less effective than how you talk. So, using your body language, your voice, your choice of words more effectively. We are going to highlight these as well in today's session. And additionally, overcoming the nervousness and filler words. Then simple exercises to boost speaking confidence, tools for ongoing improvement. So all this is today's subjects. How many of you are excited, happy, enthusiastic here? I can see a lot of people coming. Okay, yes, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, how many of you agree on this that communication is more than just words? So, as I mentioned initially, clarity, confidence, and authenticity. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by clarity? So, what is that your message? Why it is important? Then, confidence is your delivery and your perception, how you are influencing the audience. And then, authenticity is build trust through genuine communication. Okay. So that is authenticity. Now here, let us take one scenario. Let me stop this share. So I want to give everyone a scenario where, let us say you all went to a chemist, a chemist store or drug store. Now let's say if that the chemist is a normal person, then you will speak whichever language you know you will talk. Now let's say that person is some foreigner. That time what you will do? You will write and give. Rather, you will, okay. Imagine this, if that person is deaf and mute, he cannot listen or he cannot talk. How will you communicate with that person? Now, you want certain medicine. How will you ask for it? So, that means there are various methods how you can communicate. So, language is just a medium. Correct. You can show with gestures also. Right, whichever medicine you want, if it is on the counter itself, you can show that, or how many you want, you can show it with your fingers. Right, so communicating with different people requires different medium. Right, you have to adapt to the, that means what? So, do you believe that everyone should speak my language, then only I can communicate, or should I adapt to the other person's understanding? What do you say? Which
We
is
should
correct?
adapt to
Yes.
everyone's understanding.
Yes. The second point, the latter one, which is we have to speak in a way that the other person can understand. If I am speaking to a toddler or a child, I have to speak in a certain tone where that person understand, that the small child understand. If I am speaking to an elderly person, then I have to speak in a very soft tone and the way they understand. Correct. If I am speaking to a normal adult person, then I have to speak in a, they are not, they are very impatient. I should speak little faster to them and the language they understand. So that means what? I have to adapt to the audience understanding. Got it? How many of you think that this is mind blowing thing what you have known today? Correct. What we always say, what we say is people don't understand me. It is not that they are trying to understand. It is you who are not communicating in their language, though in according to their level of understanding. Okay. Sometimes what happens, we speak jargons to children. They don't understand that. Okay, you have now, let us say two doctors are talking and one doctor and one patient is talking. How he should communicate? The way one doctor tells to other doctor is totally different than how he tells to a patient. Correct. He cannot understand medical terms. He cannot understand all those medicine names. He has to say in a way that the patient properly understands and implement the treatment process. Right. So, the one very important thing is our message should be according to the audience understanding of language and level of their comprehension, that is their mind. Okay, got it? Let's move forward. So, understood how to build clarity, confidence. So, now, yes, I wanted to ask this question as well. What's your biggest challenge when speaking in professional settings? Okay, or any personal settings as well. If at all anyone can put it in the chat box, Or if you want, keep this question in mind. We can take this question later as well. Put across your challenges in the chat box so that we can take it up in the Q&A session. Okay, last 5-10 minutes I'll give you to answer. Okay. What is your challenge? Is it nervousness? Is it fumbling? Is it filler words? Or is it lack of words? You go blank when you get on the stage. What is that your challenge? Or you don't know how to tell narration or storytelling? What is your challenge? Just put it in the chat. We will take it up later. Okay. Okay. Moving forward. Now, professional communication can transform your careers, so it drives leadership influence and relationship building. Now, how many of you here are students and working professionals? Now, let us say if you are a student and there is one professor whom you expect that he should be very good at communication, he should explain you in a way that you understand correctly. Now, what happens if that professor is not good with communication and he is simply handing over you the pointers or the notes, okay, giving you handouts of the lessons? Will you be interested in his class? And apart from academics, he is not even talking on any other thing. Okay, so communication definitely transform. It's a very transformative in your careers, because as you grow in your career, leadership, when you go to a leadership position, definitely you need to be a very good communicator. You need to influence people, and also you should build a team, that is relationship. Okay, so let's learn actionable steps how to talk like a pro. Okay, how many of you feeling this session is exciting? So let us know what is basic communications skills. Are you all excited? Is it interesting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first is rapport building. How many of you know how many of you know here what is rapport? How to establish the rapport? The other day did we speak about when I was talking about what do you say, idioms? Did I tell you break the ice? What is
Yes,
breaking the ice?
ma'am.
Giving your introduction. So, what is rapport building? Rapport building is connecting with the other person instantly by giving your introduction, telling that what you are, from where you have come, what is the purpose of the conversation. So, rapport building very essential. That is when you can connect with the other person, okay, on a conscious level. Now, one more important thing while building rapport with the other person, have you ever heard of open ended and close ended questions? Do you know what is that? Anyone? Komal, you want to answer, or Karthik? What is open ended questions and close ended question? Whenever we are building rapport, rapport building is connecting with the other person in an effective way.
I guess open questions are which are open to like everyone, not like a particular community or something. And close-ended questions are like something which are specifically organized for that particular group or particular set of people.
Okay, that is also one of you are talking something else, but that is a
Oh,
very good answer. However, open-ended question and close-ended questions are when you ask someone, there should be always scope to ask follow-up question. Like for example, all the questions whose answer is ending with yes or no are close-ended questions. Okay. Now let us say if I am asking, did you eat your breakfast today? So your answer will be yes or no, right? Instead, if I ask you, how was your day today? You cannot answer in yes or no, right? You have to describe it. So there should be a scope of more sentences or words in the answer. That is when it is open-ended question. Whereas if there is only yes or no answers, that means you are asking a close-ended question where you don't have the next follow-up question. Okay. Now, let us say if I am asking, if we both have, Bhumi and me have gone somewhere, and we are introducing ourselves for the first time. So I want to build rapport, but I don't know which question to ask. I will ask, Bhumi, have you come here to meet the same person whom I am meeting? She will tell yes. It's closed. The conversation is closed. Now, instead, I will ask you, what is the purpose of your meeting this person? Then she can elaborate, right? So, rapport building is more about asking, first of all, the open ended questions where you have the answer in lens so that you can still ask a follow up question. If there is no much communication, only yes or no, if you are giving the room to answer yes or no, it will get closed. Then that person moves to the next person to talk. Correct? So, how many are excited? So, first thing is rapport building. Definitely, you need self confidence. Then, you must understand the people. Then, you must be enthusiastic. You must make an eye contact. You must be interested in them. Correct. You have to show some energy in your voice. Okay. And also, you have to look at that person when you're talking. I cannot look here, there, here, everywhere and talk. That means what? What you feel? You feel I am so distracted when I'm speaking to you, right? So that's why you have always observed whenever we are talking to our parents, they will ask us, look at me when I'm speaking to you. Even our teachers used to say that. Where you are looking, look at my face or look at the board. Correct? When we are speaking. So, how to build rapport understood? Yes, let's move forward. So, open ended question. Always keep in mind that there should be scope for more conversations. Don't ask yes or no questions. Now, these are all involved, these are all senses involved in our communication. First is hearing, then smell, then taste, seeing, and touch. So, all our senses get involved when we are communicating with the other person, right? Okay. Now, what is the meaning? It's a dynamic process, first of all, communication. Through this process, we convey a thought or feeling to someone else. So, how we are expressing ourselves through words. However, are we speaking only words or are we explaining our ideas, explaining our thoughts? We want our feelings to reach the other person through those words, right? Now, how it is received depend on a set of events, stimuli that person is exposed to. Now, I am trying my level best to express my feelings. However, that person, if he is distracted, or if he is not listening to me, or he is not interested in me, will that feeling reach to that person? Definitely, it will not reach. However, that is not your problem to consider. It is his challenge. Okay. Then, how you say, what you say plays an important role in communication. We have put enough stress on this. Doesn't matter what you are speaking, it only matters how you are talking. Okay. Very, very important. Keeping the tone, the pitch, the volume. Okay. Now, this is one of the chart. Now, everybody says that reading, writing will definitely help your speaking practice. However, listening is more important. Okay. How does a toddler, how does he learn to talk? Have you ever noticed? How does he talks? By only listening. Does he know to read? Definitely no. A small child cannot read. Can he write? No. Later on, we force them to write. Okay, writing and reading is always later part of the development. After say 1 or 2 years, they develop to write, and reading obviously after 3 4 years only they start to read. However, the only aspect when child it gives responses is only through listening. Have you ever noticed a person who, like a child is born deaf, is also mute? Yes, even though he has the ability to talk, what he will talk until unless he have has not heard anything, the sound of the words. Any sound, if you do not hear, how will you talk? Right. So hearing is more of a physical activity, then listening is more of a mental activity. That is, you hear the words, then you decipher in your mind and you try to understand. Then listening is more important when you want to speak. So we usually give this activity to listen to words before even trying to speak. Because when you listen, you understand the sound, the depth of that word, and then you can talk. Okay? Understood? Writing and reading definitely plays a part in developing our vocabulary. Okay. Reading, writing will help in speaking. However, listening is the major contributor when it comes to talking. Okay. Any questions here? Anyone has any questions? Can put in the chat box. Great. Yes, people who have joined late, we are on the subject of how we should talk like a pro, how to build communication with confidence and overcoming the nervousness. Okay. All right. So now you already know verbal, non-verbal, and symbols. So these are the three levels of communication. So verbal is intonation of the word and sound. That is what exactly the sound of that word is. Then external verbal is implication of words and phrases and semantics. Okay, how you are talking. Now let us say example of potato and tomato. So there is a fixed way of speaking that word. However, depending on the regions, people will change it. Some will say tomato, some will say tomate, some will say. So they change it. It's okay if they change. Okay, that is external. Non-verbal. As I mentioned, non-verbal is you without speaking, just by gestures, postures, and the movement, you express your feelings. Now, how many of you here have got scared by your mother by only looking at her eyes? If she shows her eyes in anger, everyone understands that yes, she is angry without her speaking. So, that is more of non verbal communication. Correct. You sense the room. Even in office setting also, you sense everybody is seriously working. That means the manager is angry today. Right? He is showing anger. Correct. Even it happens during examination. Right. Everyone will have pinned off silent because everyone is seriously writing their exams because there is a person who is observing you. So non-verbal plays a major role when it comes to communication. Okay. Be it your eye contact, your smile, your facial expressions, okay, expressing your anger, your frustration, your sadness, your happiness, everything you can show with your face. Symbolic is nothing but symbols. We use it to communicate with people who are deaf and mute. Okay. Or how do you recognize? Now, let us say, anyone have you noticed the signals on the street? No matter what language you talk, everyone understand the signals. If there is no parking signal sign, if there is no entry sign, if the signal turns red, you have to stop. If the signal red turns green, you have to move. Have you ever thought how this has come in place? This is also a way of communication, no? To maintain traffic, authorities are communicating with the public, saying that at a certain point, whenever I put the red light, everyone should stop so that the other side of the people can move around. So it is the communication without any language. Okay. It have any language? That is symbolic communication with symbols. Okay, with signs you speak or you understand. Got it? So same is with, have you ever watched a football match? Football is played among different countries where there is so many languages. Correct. And unless like other sports which is only played in English. Whereas uh, football teams are from various countries who speak a different languages. So to communicate with them, because there are so many rules in football, so to communicate with them, the umpire shows a red card, yellow card, warning card, then red card. If he shows, he has to go out of the field, right? So same they have implemented on signals. First it was implemented in the game, then a person saw and he has implemented on the, rather he implemented in the game by seeing the signals, okay, to bring out equal communication. Got it? Now let us talk about the barriers. As I told you, language can be one of the barrier. Additional, what are these barriers? See, there are external barriers and also internal barriers when people don't want to talk, or if someone is talking, they don't want to understand. Oh, let us talk of the communicator barrier. Now, a person who is talking, what all the barriers he can come up with? Unwillingness to say things differently, unwillingness to relate to others differently, unwillingness to learn new approaches. So he thinks that in one tone, if he talks, even a child can understand, even an adult can understand, even a elderly person can understand. That doesn't happen. We have to, you know, customize our delivery process in a way depending on whom we are talking to. Okay. Additionally, if I don't have self confidence, what happens? I will either be mumbling, jumbling, or searching words, or I'll go blank, all those things. Then, lack of enthusiasm. If I'm not enthusiastic, not happy, excited about the subject which I'm talking about, people don't relate to it. They feel, oh my God, that person is so boring. So, if I want to grab attention, I should show some excitement and enthusiasm. Voice quality. Everyone can hear me. Am I audible? Yes. Yes. So I'm clearly audible. That means my voice
Madam.
quality is better. Now let us
Yes,
say if
madam.
I'm, yes, please. Who is that? Okay. Now if my voice quality is bad, if I have a sore throat, that can be one reason my voice is bad. Or my voice is very feeble, like it is not audible to others. Then also it is a barrier, right? My voice is flat, no energy in my voice. Then prejudice, that means I am judging you. I am thinking that I have decided that you people are not interested. So I will also not show interest. Yes. Okay. Now, yes, disagreement with between verbal and non-verbal. This I have showed you earlier also. Like what I am saying and what I am showing are two different things. If I am telling three and I am showing four digits, then it is confusing for you. Correct. Then negative self-image. Then lack of feedback, definitely. Then lack of motivation and training. Language and vocabulary level. Yes, I have to speak in a language which everyone can understand, and I have to use words which you are able to understand. See, I may be knowing advanced words, doesn't mean that I implicate on you as well. Then lack of self awareness. All these are barriers among the presenter, that is communicator. Okay. Now let us come to the, with respect to the receiver, that is the listener. Selective perception, definitely. Then unwillingness to change, lack of interest in the topic or subject. I know here we are 23 people gathered and everyone is interested in this topic. That's why we have taken our time out. However, if you are distracted, you are there on the call and you're doing some other work, that means, will you understand? Will you able to grasp? No. You will become selective. You will listen only to few things, or you will choose not to listen. Okay. Then lack of interest, definitely. Prejudice and belief system. Then rebuttal instincts. Then personal value system. All this here and now, internal and external factors. Okay. You feel that, okay, this is same topic, why we have to be here, all those things. Okay. Now, there can be external barriers as well. First of all, the environment we are sitting in. If there is too much noise around us, we will not be able to concentrate on what other person is saying, right? Too much external noise. Now let us say if you all have seated in a cold room, then also you cannot listen because your body is shivering, you're feeling cold, and you are seated in a room which is having high temperature, then also you cannot concentrate on what the person is saying. Now, this happens in an auditorium setting where you have observed, right? If you have gone to theaters, it is very cold. You cannot concentrate on the film dialogues. You only focus on being cold and want to warm yourself up. And similarly, if it is too much temperature, or if you are not comfortable seated, you are standing and watching something, then definitely you cannot concentrate on what the speaker is saying. Then effect of noise, and the person whom he is talking, there is no proper sound system, there is no good mic, or there is power failure, then what he is talking will is not reaching to you. These are all external barriers which affects the person who is listening, and he cannot understand properly. Now, if you are the speaker, additionally practicing your speech, you should also see all the logistics are in place or not. If you are called upon to talk, let us say in a room there is 20 chairs, 20 people gathered. You should make sure there are adequate chairs for them, some extra as well. Okay, so that they can comfortably seated. You should see to that the sound system is good. Okay, then you should also observe that people are not distracted. It should be not in an open space. Okay, it should, that is why you always have classrooms in a closed setup, so that you concentrate on the subject what the professor is teaching you. Okay, then definitely other people, status, education, and time. If you're running out of time, definitely you cannot concentrate much. Then next. So let us go on the levels of listener, 4 levels of listening. Why we are evaluating the listener instead of concentrating on what we are talking. Because as I mentioned earlier, we have to prepare our delivery mechanism, that is our speeches, whenever we want to become a professional speaker. That means we have to understand who is our listener. Without understanding audience, how can you prepare your speech? It is highly impossible. Okay, now let us say I prepared a speech for doctors and I got a crowd of engineers. Will they relate to that topic? Definitely they will not relate. Nobody will understand diseases and medicines, engineers especially. They understand only codings. Okay. So the listener, levels of listener are the non-listener, the marginal listener, the evaluative listener, and the active listener. So these are the 4 type of listeners. The non-listener is a person who doesn't want to listen. He is there in the room, but he doesn't listen. Marginal means here and there something he will listen. Evaluative listener are the person who thinks before, like evaluating. Okay, this is good point. I should note it down. Okay, active listener is the person who listens everything accurately, understands everything, and even participate in the communication thing. Okay. Now let us talk about the improvement as we are running off time. How to improve your listening skills? First of all, do not get preoccupied. Be open-minded and non-defensive. Then minimizing your interruptions. Effective listening is hearing, interpreting when necessary, understanding the message and relating to it. And also by asking questions. By following all these things, you can improvise your listening skills. Listening is very, very important because active listeners will become good speakers. Correct. Remember a child, how he learned to talk only by listening. Correct. So you also should first listen and then talk. Then reading, writing is an additional activity that you do to improvise. Okay. Now, as we mentioned earlier, communication is our 7% words, paralinguistic that is 38%, and 55% is body language. So words are only labels and listeners put their own interpretation on speakers' words. Okay. Then the paralinguistic is the way in which something is said, the accent, the tone, and the voice. Modulation is important to the listener. So when it comes to speaker, how you need to present your talks, you need to understand how the listener is interpreting it. That is, what is his level of understanding. Then body language. Now let us say a body language means we have done extensive study on the body language of a presenter. All you have to do, even if you're standing or if you're seated, only the movement should happen in your upper body, not in your lower body. Okay, you have to stand straight, not feet closed. You have to give a shoulder distance gap, take more gravity. You will not feel nervous. Okay, then make proper eye contact, then talk. Okay, see how people perceive a person is what speaker looks like while delivering a message affects the listener's understanding. Okay, not just words, even person look at you and listens to you. So type of body languages, posture and gestures, how you use your hand gestures and stance is the way you stand or sit. Eye contact is how do you look at people. Okay, do not stare at them, don't look down when you're talking to someone. Okay, you have to look in their eye. Then orientation, how do you position yourself? Then presentation, obviously, how do you deliver your message? And looks and appearance, how you have dressed for the occasion. And then how your emotions are flowing, or how you are using your facial expressions, how you are expressing your emotions accurately. Okay. You cannot, keep a smile and say something sad, right? So, these are the body language essentials. Postures and gestures, open and engaging. Okay. Do not point fingers like this. You have to always keep your hands open. Then eye contact, steady but not staring. Do not stare at someone. Look away and look back. Okay. Orientation is face your audience. Definitely, you have to face your audience. That means you have to, okay, do not show your back to them. Then appearance, dress for the message. That means dress for the occasion. Then expression, watch, match your tone with your facial expressions. Okay. Then this is very, very important. Pro communication checklist. Now, prepare your key points before speaking. First thing, I'm giving here tips how you can develop an immense or an interactive communication. Okay, first thing is whatever you're going to tell. Now, let us say I understood my audience. I made sure that they are properly seated, comfortable. The room temperature is not very high or very low, be it in a Zoom setting or be it in a physical setup. I observed everything. I made sure everything is good. Now comes the preparation of the talk. Now, how shall I prepare the speech? All you have to do is, let us say, if you are delivering a talk for 10 minutes, okay, if you want to talk for 10 minutes, all you have to do is prepare only 5 points, only 5 pointers. Just speak 1 minute or 1.5 minutes on each point. Initial 1 minute will go for your introduction and ending 1 minute will go for asking any questions or thanking them. Okay. However, only prepare 5-6 pointers. Do not prepare 10-15 points. Okay. All you have to do is elaborate on each point effectively. That's it. Use strong opening and closing. Very, very important. Control pace and tone. Do not rush. Okay. Do not rush the talk. Then read audience cues and adopt. That means if audience are interested, you also should show the interest. Okay. Now seek feedback and practice regularly. This is very, very important. Any coach or any mentor, if you have, prepare a speech to them, or if a teacher or you have a close friend, prepare a speech, deliver it to them, at least 3 minute speech, and see what all the things they will notice and then improvise it. So practice makes everyone perfect. So keep practicing. It is like a muscle. It will definitely build up. Okay. Yes. Now, finally, what are your next steps? How you can improvise? First things first. So, any one technique, whichever you find it interesting in today's session, implement it in your next meeting or whenever you get a opportunity to talk. Practice daily for the next 21 days, and additionally, you can join for advanced coaching for deeper transformation. Okay. Then yes, these are our next steps. These are my contact details. And yes, so have you all ready with your questions, everyone? So, what is your biggest challenge when it's come to communicate? What's your biggest challenge when it comes to speaking in front of people or putting across your thoughts, ideas, and feelings? What do you struggle with? Anybody want to take it up? Because I'm open for question and answer for next 5 minutes. Quickly. Yes. How many of you feel that it is challenging when it comes to being judged? Oh my goodness. Yes. Wonderful. Being judged. Okay. Surely I'll answer that. Any other questions? Any other challenges? Sorry. Nobody is facing any challenge. That's why I mentioned in the beginning so that by the time we conclude the session, you are ready with your questions. Okay. So one is I have mentioned multiple things, that is nervousness, not able to prepare in effective talk, stage fear. Yes, stage fear. Very good. Then all of a sudden you go blank. More filler words. Right. More filler words. Then what else? Now let us answer being judged. So what according to you is being judged? Who answered? Is it? Who asked? Eye contact. Okay. Mohammed Sheikh. Yes, Mr. Sheikh, you want to come on camera and say, I won't judge you. Yes. When did you feel that you're being judged? On what basis? On your appearance, on the way you speak, or did you present yourself in bunch of friends who mock you? What is your fear of being judged? If you elaborate, then only no. Most of the times it's the presentation stuff. That means the content, your content is not effective. This is a live session, dear. It's not a YouTube video. Here we are open for two-way communication. My confidence. Okay. Why do you feel that you are? It's like I am putting a content on YouTube and you people are commenting. Okay. All right. So it's your confidence. Then definitely you can improvise your confidence. First of all, do you want to improvise your confidence? Come on camera. That is the first step to overcome your lack of confidence. So if you close your cameras and sit, then how will you build your confidence? Now let us say if I switch off the camera and I talk, I am speaking. Can you feel my confidence? It's like you are looking at wall, right? I don't do that. I would love to look at people and talk. Okay. Yes. We had other questions as well, no? What? Okay, subject knowledge. Okay, who? I do not know your name, dear. You have just mentioned random letters and words. Please change your name. Most of the time is presentation, eye contact, stage fear. Okay. See, I'll tell you two things only needed when you want to talk to someone. Okay, only two things. One is knowledge of the subject, command over language. If you have these two things, you will be a excellent speaker. Okay. You have to speak in the language where the audience able to understand. And second, whatever you are talking, you should have that knowledge of that subject. Okay. If I am a scientist, you give me a uh, any topic related to science, I can talk. If you give any topic related to sports, how can I talk? A scientist cannot talk on sports. However, a sports person can talk. So that means everybody should be an expert, is an expert in his or her own field. Right? You have to uh, talk on that particular topics rather than picking up any other topic which you are not having any knowledge. If you do not have knowledge on the subject, do some research. Make it 5 6 points. Learn. Yes. Then overcoming stage fear. How will you overcome stage fear? Only through practice. Only through practice. Have you ever ride a cycle in childhood? Everyone learned to ride, right? So have you ever fell from cycle multiple times? Raise your hand if anyone have had a fall from cycle while riding that bike. Yes, no? Everybody learned without having a fall? Yes, Chanchal is giving a thumbs up. Yes, yes. Okay, good. Now, have you ever stopped riding the cycle just by the fear of falling? Definitely no. We have multiple times we fell. Again, we took up the courage and we rode it until we became perfect. Now, even with your closed eyes, you can ride a bike or cycle. Correct. How you became an expert? Just by doing it multiple times, just by practicing. Similarly, if you have stage fear for the first time, definitely anything, if you try new for the first time, you feel that nervousness, you feel feared, you feel scared, you have to overcome. The only thing to overcome anything is doing it multiple times repetitively. Okay. Yes. For all the other challenges which I have mentioned, you can get the support and help of the coach. I am communication coach. You can get in touch with the SEMS, okay, team to connect with me and we can help you out. All right. Yes. Over to you, Bhumi. Thank you so much for listening me from past 1 hour and thank you SEMS for giving this wonderful opportunity for me to present my ideas and thoughts and feelings across this wonderful audience. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your enlightening session and for generously sharing your wisdom and experience with us today. Your insights on Talk Like a Pro have truly left a lasting impact on all of us. Now, before we close the session, we would like to open the floor for any question and answers. So, on behalf of SEMS Welfare Foundation, I extend a deepest gratitude to Ms. Sharif for her gracious presence and immense value which she has brought to us today. So, as we conclude, I would request everyone to please switch on their cameras so that we can take a group photograph. Everyone, please switch on your cameras. Also, we request the participants to please fill out the feedback form has been shared in the chat box. And please do not forget to join us for our next knowledge session, which is on the topic Employees Training and Development as a Model for Organizational Success, which is scheduled for 15th August at 11 a.m. Once again, thank you for your enthusiastic participation. Wishing you a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Bhumi. Thank you, SEMS. Thank you, people. Bye bye. Take care.
I think everyone is in Independence Day zone.
Yes. Our speaker, Ghanshyam, is not there here today.
He must have got an speaking assignment for tomorrow.
Okay. All right, people. Lovely audience, all the best and happy Independence Day for you all. Please enjoy your holiday and learn to talk effectively. All right.
Jam is there in the call.
Ghanshyam, you want to say anything? I know you joined very, very late. You missed the entire session. You want to talk? We can keep the meeting open. Yes, he's there, no, Ghanshyam. Yes, feedback link has been shared. Please check your chat back. No one want to talk anything? Anything you want to say? Any feedback you want to give about today's session? Ma'am, I missed it. Okay. All right. You missed the feedback link, is it? Okay. I have put in the chat. Okay. Okay. All right, people. Wonderful having you all here. Thank you so much. Thank you, SEMS, Lakshmiji. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Have a wonderful evening and learn to speak like a pro. Bye bye.